So day 25, we're off again, leaving from pretty beautiful sunrise here in Vinci, and I'm heading to a little place called Pam. No, it's not Pam, it's Ram. I'm going to Ram, where there's a ferry port, and we've got about 30 kilometers today. Left about 7. Next few days are going to get very, very hot. So it's fortunate I've got the car here with the family. So what I'm doing is I'm going to break down the distance to make them a little bit more manageable. Before, I was having to run from town to town. That was my only way because getting between the towns was going to be difficult. So I was going to have to cover distance. This way I can flex that a little bit. So I've got 30k today, a marathon tomorrow, and then I've got a 30 miler or so into Belgrade, and it's going to hit 37s, 38s over the coming days. So I might flex that even more to try and take a chunk out of the Belgrade section, because Belgrade gets very hot, very fumey. But yeah, I mean, it was magic yesterday, just coming in and seeing the family, and we've all just sort of had a lovely evening, had some food. The flip side to all of that is that it's very, very hard to leave the house in the morning like that, sneak out whilst everyone's sort of half sleeping, and I just want to hang out with them. But we're going to get this run done, and then my plan is to try and get in the car and take them back to see the Iron Gate, so they get to see one of the most sort of special sights on this whole run. Riley had a good dip in the Danube as well, which is the first thing he said he wanted to do. Can't wait to get back and do it again. And yeah, it's just a great boost. It feels so nice that I know I'm going to see them again in 3 hours, and it kind of gives me a little bit of extra power to run. The spirits are high. I feel a bit tired. I think there's a lot of emotion in yesterday, and the post sort of adrenaline of seeing them. You know, I've got a bit of a drop, so I need to manage that. And then the body is kind of okay. My right little toe has gone the same way as the left little toe, but not quite as bad. But I'm managing that, and I've switched out my shoes today. Double down. I've switched out my shoes today because my wife bought 2 new pairs, so I bought another pair of Saucony Endorphin Speed 2s, but she also bought a pair of Speed 3s. There's a lot of trepidation actually about, it took me a little while to go, I don't know if I want to swap from, you know, the shoes, they feel like they've become part of me. And I wasn't sure about changing anything up, you know, even though, you know, they've obviously done a lot of miles. There was a big fear about switching out, but I've done it because I've got a shorter run today, and we'll see how we get on. And I've gone for the 3s. Now there's a reason I've gone for the 3s. They offer a little bit more cushion underneath than the Speed 2s, and they've also got a little bit of a wider base, and they've got basically a wider toe box. So actually I think that might benefit me now in the long run. The Speeds are just a little bit narrow in the front. I think with the problems I've been having with my little toes, I think that could be kind of a bit of a big benefit there. So I'm going to run in them and see. Hopefully we'll get on okay. Hopefully it's not going to change my mechanics and cause any problems. You know, that's obviously the fear, that you've got used to running these shoes, your body's running a certain way, and it just puts them on and goes and goes and goes. But yeah, fingers crossed. Not otherwise, everything else sort of seems to feel fine, good. I've got a feeling like I've got a little bit of a cold coming, so I'm gonna have to smack in some proper immune system boosters today. You know, I've been taking multivitamins every day, but I need to get back onto getting good nutrients in, being really diligent with what I'm eating. I've also, the other bonus as well, the cavalry have arrived in the family, but they've come with 33 fuel shakes, they've come with precision fuel and hydration, so I'm back on the market with having my precision cubes. Yeah, that is a very happy thing. I've also got more electrolytes, which is a huge boost coming into the next sort of 4 or 5 days, where temperatures could be hitting kind of 35s plus whilst I'm still running, and being able to use those electrolyte tabs is such a win. So yeah, there's a lot to be grateful for. There's a lot to be positive about, and today I'm hoping we're going to get more of this kind of running. Look at this path. If I get a bunch more of this like I had yesterday, running without a pack as well, because I don't have to, because they can bring it. And I'm, yeah, fingers crossed this is how it goes for a little while now. So yeah, anyway, I better get on and get it done, because I've got to meet them at 10 o'clock where they're collecting me. So yeah, I'll update along the way, and I'll give you a little post-day wrap up at the end too. But yeah, hope you're all having a great day. There are some moments in these daily runs you have to stop and sort of pinch yourself. And just say thank you for the opportunity to be moving through such a beautiful landscape. Very lucky boy today. Hello everyone, so day 25 is done. Did the run very early this morning, didn't I, Riley? I got up and got out of bed at 6 or something. Did I wake you up?
Yeah. No, I don't think it was 6.
Was it a bit later?
No, I think it was a bit earlier.
Oh yeah, because I think Daddy had his clock set to Romanian time, which happens here because when you're close to the border. But I was out and I went and ran, and then, I mean, it was a beautiful day today. Another cutting through the countryside, just roads to myself, really quiet kind of countryside roads, sunflower fields, nice green trees and fields, and yeah, just pretty flat, not too hot, lovely running conditions. And I ran really well without the pack. Was really nice, you know. It's a relief to be able to do that. Had new shoes on, so I ran in the sock and Endorphin Speed 3s, and there's a little bit of extra cushioning and a little bit of extra width in the toe box that made that much better.
Right here.
Yeah. So we're just navigating for a minute. We're in the car on the way back.
Right.
And then Riley came, and Riley's mummy came and picked me up at the end when I finished. I did 18 miles today, about 30 kilometres to a ferry port in a place called Ram. So that's where we'll start again tomorrow with a ferry crossing. We have to be there nice and early tomorrow at 7 because we've got to get across that. The ferry only goes every 3 hours. So you up for getting up early tomorrow, Riley?
Yeah.
You're going to come and crew me. We've basically got to do about 60 miles to get to Belgrade, and I've got 3 days to do it. So we're going to work out how the distance cuts up, because the temperatures are going to start to rise. Tomorrow I think it goes up to like 34, and then the day after it's going to hit 37s, 38s, and it's going to stay at that for a few days. So we're going to see about the distance. We're going to try to make a kind of the ride into Belgrade a little bit smoother, so it gets hot and fumey and Lord knows what into Belgrade. So we'll see about the miles, but now I've got my crew here, I can do that. So Riley, your job is water.
Okay.
And Haribo. It's got the water, but you're not allowed to eat all my Haribos. You can have some. But yeah, so it's been a great day. We went down to the Iron Gates again, the Iron Gates Gorge. We were just on a very hot boat ride, but it's been nice to do something that's not running and take Riley and my wife to see the Iron Gates and all of that. So we're in good spirits. The body feels good. Looking forward to tapping out maybe some quick and early miles tomorrow morning and getting another stage done, hopefully before midday. But yeah, so far so good. As I say every time, we just take one day at a time, get from A to B intact. That's the main thing. And you know, heading back for a bit of dinner, good night's sleep, and then a nice early start in the morning. So yeah, as ever, thanks for the support and all the comments. Don't forget to hit the donations link or share the donations link. We're still raising money for poverty impacted children worldwide. We've nearly raised £3,000. Would like to make that a much bigger number, so please support. And from me and Riley in the car, my new crew, we're going to wave goodbye, and we will see you again tomorrow.
Bye.